Okay, so here we go. Systems of equations. This is the last two questions of your notes for 1-5, which was all about linear functions. Okay, I have two different systems here, and I'm going to choose two different methods for solving. They're actually, one we won't approach today is solving by graphing. The other two types that we use quite commonly are solving by elimination and solving by substitution. Okay, how do I decide which one I want to do is largely what I feel comfortable with, and then also what's given to me in the equation. Okay, I'm noticing here in these two equations, they're both in standard form. The x's and the y's kind of line up together, and these almost eliminate already. They're exactly the same, so I just need one to be the opposite of what it is. Okay, so what I generally do is I just kind of, eeny, meeny, miny, mo, or maybe sometimes I feel like the numbers will be easier if I do, this equation over this one. But, and then sometimes if I'm doing this in class, I would just say, hey, kiddo, we'll pick one, okay? So for this one, I'm going to pick the second equation to change. All right, so x plus y equals 7 is going to stay exactly the same. And then I'm going to take the 2x plus y equals -5 and multiply that whole thing by -1 because I need this to be the opposite. So I'm going to get -2x minus y equals 5. Okay, so now I'm going to add these two equations together. X plus -2x leaves me -x. Y plus -y is 0. And 7 plus 5 is 12. Okay, to get rid of the negative, just divide that by -1, and x equals -12. All right, now I'm only part of the way there because I have an x and a y. Okay, so I know x is -12, so what is y? You can go back to either of the first two equations and substitute this -12 in for x. So I'm going to pick this first equation. I'm going to say that -12 plus y equals 7. Okay, I want to know what y is, so I'm going to add the 12 to both sides. So I'm left with y equals 19. So my solution is the coordinate -12, 19. Okay, now looking at number 10, I have a different setup. I have this y equals 6x. So this looks to me like a better job for substitution because I can replace this y with 6x because y and 6x are the same thing. Okay, so 3x minus 6x equals 6. So -3x equals 6, which means x equals -2. Okay. Now that I know x, I can go back to either equation. I usually go to the one that y is already isolated. Okay, so y equals 6 times -2, or simply y equals -12. So my solution here is -2, -12. Okay, and yay, we finally made it through all of the algebra review.